Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be on the Australia Awards 2026. So this is a full scholarship, but then before you can apply, there are some basic requirements that you have to meet. So on top, if you notice, applications are now open until 30th April 2026. So in general, these are the following requirements you are supposed to meet before you apply. So you must be a citizen of an African country, or you are residing and working in the country that you are a citizen of, or you are working in another African country. And you must have a more academic requirement, that's bachelor, because it's for masters. And then you must not hold a master's degree. That's why I said it's for masters. And so you must be working, so you must be currently employed in a relevant field. You must meet the relevant postgraduate work experience. So they expect you that you have 5 years work experience before you apply. And then you demonstrate a clear vision of how the knowledge you gain through the scholarship will be used to improve political and practical and practice and reforms in your home country. Then there's the aspect of your English proficiency. Then you satisfy all requirements that the Australian government may need. So if you click here, it will bring you to this place where you get their countries that can apply, African countries that can apply, and they are the ones that are listed here. And there is a requirement for Africans, for the African continent, that those from Africa that want to apply. And the prioritized areas has to do with agriculture and food security, climate change, foreign policy and international security, disability and social inclusion, mining and energy. And the Australian award. So if you check the second one, the level of study tells you that Australian Awards covers, or the Australia Awards scholarship provides citizens of eligible African countries with the opportunity to obtain their master's qualification at any Australian university at all. So the benefits for this scholarship is that you will get a return air travels. You get a one-off establishment allowance on arrival. You get full tuition fee. You get contribution to living expenses, introductory academic program, overseas student health cover for the duration of the scholarship. So masters always is 2 years, so you will get a health cover for the 2 years, and there will be a supplementary academic support, field work allowance for research. Those who are going into research, you have a field work allowance and a reasonable accommodation for scholars with disability. So the last one is for those who have special needs. And so the focus, we are only going to focus on African countries. So it says a minimum of 25 years of age on April, a minimum of 25 years of age on February 1st, 2027. So next year, February 2027, you should be 25 years old. And then, like I mentioned earlier, at minimum 5 years of postgraduate work experience working in a field relevant to your field of study. So whichever area you choose that you want to go and study in, you should make sure that you have worked 5 years in that field which is relevant to the choice of program you are going for. And you must be employed at the time you are applying for the scholarship. You must have an employment, and it's the country of Algeria, Angola, Botswana, Cote d'Ivoire. So because I'm in Ghana, Ghana is here. See, Nigeria is also here. So by the time you're applying for the scholarship, you should be in any of the listed African countries here. All right. And then you should not already be doing your master's, or you should not be holding a master's degree by the time you are applying for this not already hold or be taken. So you should not, if you are someone who already have had your masters, you are not eligible to apply. If you are someone doing your masters already too, you are not eligible to apply. All right. And then you should hold undergraduate degree, which is equivalent to the Australian undergraduate degree. And you should not have previously received a long-term Australian award, and you should meet the minimum English language proficiency of at least 6.5 with no band less than 6.0. That's internet based. Then 84 when it comes to TOEFL, and then 21 in all test subjects. And yeah, so candidates that English is their first language, they are excluded, and they are, so if you are from a country where you speak English and all your exams and all your studies are undertaken in English, you are exempted. So Ghana, all our exams, everything we are taught is in English, and all our exams we take is also in English. So you will be exempted from meeting the English language proficiency requirements. Okay, and so you say the program also makes equity access adjustment for people with disability. So people with special need disability, they are going to ensure that their needs are also met. So the application opens on the 1st February 2026 and is going to close on the 30th April 2026. And all applications or supporting document received after the closing date will not be considered. So you should make sure that when you are applying, you apply in time. All right, if you submit your documents after 30th April 2026, they will not be considered. And yeah, at the end of the day, your application is going to be rendered invalid. All right, then when all you feel like all those requirements are met, okay, when you feel like all those requirements are met, then you can proceed to apply, or you have apply now. So you click on apply now. Now when you click on apply now, you'll be asked to answer all these questions to check your eligibility. Okay, so you put in all these details to check your eligibility. All right, even if you if so, that's why it is important that you check the requirements of the scholarship before you apply. But if you do, so I think I've started. Let me reload this. Okay, so when you meet all the requirements, a link, so you say you have already filled this form with the email address. Based on your answers, you are eligible to apply. Visit this link. So you click on this link, and then it will take you to, so when you click on this link, it will bring you to this page. Okay, it's loading. Okay, so it should bring you to something like this. Since you are now about to start your application, you come here, you click on this place, it will process, then it will come here. All right, when it comes, let me see. Okay, so because I've already started, so I'll click on application, then I'll come and choose what I've already started. Okay, so there's a place for your personal details, your contacts. If you are married, if you are not married, there will be a space at the top where you click not applied. Okay, not applicable. So you click on it. If you don't have children, if you have children, you put in the details. But if you don't have children, you also take not applicable. Then emergency contacts. In case of if anything should happen to you, who would you want them to reach out to? You put that person's details. Then if you've received previous scholarship before, you list them. Then the scholarship application. Okay. So here you say what other scholarship are you applying for this year? If you are applying for other scholarship, you list them. If not, you write none. If you have previously applied for this scholarship before, you click yes, you change, and if not, no. Then the proposed study program. So all these things you have to do it. What program are you looking out for? All right. So I'm clicking on a ad because there's something I want to show you. So you can go to ChatGPT and make ChatGPT list the schools, all the schools in Australia for you. All right. And whichever program you want to pursue, you you prompt ChatGPT to also tell you, okay, which of the schools in Australia that does masters in this program. It will give you a list. It will give you a list. Then you copy this. Okay, you copy this and paste it in ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to provide you with the this of the invest with that Chris code of the schools in Australia offering the program. It will provide you with a code. So basically, all you have to do is that you copy the code, paste it here, and when you click on this, so when you paste the code here, when you click on these things, it will generate the rest for you. Okay, then you also paste if it is masters in public administration, you write it here. So this place and this, so this is it. This is the one. So if I click here, you see. So when I paste the code in and I click on this the small thing here, like micro, the small thing here, when I click on it, it fills in all these places for me. Then whichever school you decide to do the program at, you just choose from the list here. All right. And so that is it. And you also copy this. So whichever school you choose, you ask ChatGPT to provide you with their English proficiency requirement in terms of this, and you write it there. Then preference. Then on the preference, you can choose one. And if the program you are going in for is research based, then you write your research title, the objective, the significant, and the rest. Then you save. But because I've done my work, I'll click on cancel. Then qualification, your academic qualification, you write it here, your English language details. They will provide you beginner, intermediate, fluent. You choose the one you think you are in. If you are fluent in English, you choose. If you are an intermediate, you choose. If you so they are there. You just look through and choose the one that works for you. And then computer training. Yeah. So I did Microsoft Office 2010 on Allison. So I'll put it there. Then your current where you are currently working, because in the requirement they made mention that you have to be employed at the time you are applying for the scholarship. So where you are currently working, you put in those details and your previous employment. Then your supporting statements, your professional membership. If you are part of any professional organization, you put them here. Your communication, then document. This is where you put in your transcripts, your certificate, and all those ones. Then here you make a declaration. You are going to declare that every information you've provided is true. So let's see. Yeah, so you make a declaration. By submitting this form, I authorize DFA or its appointed managing contractor to access and obtain information, including copies of any of my relevant academic records, reports from the educational institution I've attended for the following purposes. So if you read, you have to read all this. If you agree, then you mark this place and you submit. Voila. Then you are good to go. You receive a confirmation email. After that, you wait for the admission decision. Yes, so that is it. If you have any question, if there's something you want clarification on, I work with a consult. We help people who have the dream of studying abroad. So if you need our help, just leave me a comment in the comment section and I'll get back to you and we will take it from there. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share this video, and hit the like button if you like this video. Thank you very much.